Here with Endicott football head coach Kevin DeWall, getting ready to preview this weekend's road matchup against Western New England. Coach, before we do that, sort of a break in the schedule, bye week, just talk about the team and how that went.
Yeah, it was a productive bye week for our guys. I think it was right in the middle of the season, 5 games, non-conference games under our belt. It was the right time, both with injuries and rest, to kind of refocus on getting some guys healthy, getting back to maybe some of the things we were working on in preseason, some attention to detail on our end. At the same time, recharging the battery and getting ready to jumpstart into our conference schedule now.
Coach, talk about the conference schedule a little bit. It's basically a start to a new season. Everyone's 0-0. Just talk about that a little bit before we preview Western New England.
Yeah, I mean, we go to the game-by-game approach, and that's always been our mentality. That's how we prepare. But, the only other time, in the beginning of the season, preseason, we just talked about, all right, how we look at the big picture here. We got 5 non-conference games. That's going to be the first season, and then we get into our second season. So we're about ready to start our second season after 5 very good non-conference opponents that we played. As we talked about, we were going to play a very competitive schedule that hopefully was going to help our young team learn how to compete at a high level. Things have been good, things have been bad, and we've learned from that moving forward. And now it's the right time for us to jump into the second season, which now starts into our conference schedule.
Coach, just give us a rundown, a little preview on what we expect from Western New England Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job the last 2 years. They've been the conference champion. So obviously, when we go on the road, you're expected to play a conference champion type opponent. I think that they played a very good non-conference schedule as well. So they have a couple blemishes on the record, but I think the records are thrown out when these two teams play one another. Our last 2 years, since I've been a part of the program here, have come down to essentially one possession type games and very competitive, close, hard-fought games. I expect that to be the same on Saturday. Even prior to me getting here, there was a couple close contests, between the histories of these two programs. So it's an exciting one. You're going to get a quality program when you go and play there. They're very deep with their roster. I look at some of their guys that are, returners as juniors and seniors. They're some of the better players in the conference. So it's going to be a good test for our guys. But I ultimately think that the focus of our bye week really was back on us. And I know it's cliche, but we really put the focus on if we're playing well and we're taking care of our end of the bargain in terms of what we need to do, our responsibilities, doing their own job, we're a pretty good team. And I think that's what our focus has been on, is to go beat a good team on the road. We got to take care of our business and perform at a high level.
Quick keys to victory for Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's their quarterback is a dynamic quarterback. He's there, obviously makes a lot of plays. They've won 2 very close games, the last 2 games, and he's performed well, especially late in the game. So I think we got to do a very good job. He's a very good player. He's their leading rusher right now as a quarterback, and also obviously a guy that can throw from the pocket. So a dynamic player. He's going to be a focus for us on defense. And they have plenty of other guys that they really kind of divvy the ball up to. And then on their end, defensively, they have the returning defensive player of the year up front with the defensive lineman and a very good back end. They've been able to cause a lot of turnovers and get some big plays on their defensive end. So I think they're sound. I don't think there's necessarily one guy in particular. They're good at all 3 levels on the defensive side of the ball. I think it's more about how we execute on offense. So execution's been a huge point of focus for us, and when we've done that well in the first half of the season, we've done very, very well, and when we haven't, obviously we've left some points out there. So it really comes down to us, I think, playing consistent 60 minutes. We haven't put together a full game, 60 minutes of all 3 phases playing together, and that's our focus for this week, and I think our guys have had good preparation. I think we know the game plan. Now it's a matter of us going out and executing it.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.